As you Thank you. As you correctly put it, we are trying to enable the onboarding of a Toastmaster. Once that person becomes a Toastmaster in a more easy and essential way, or proactive way, or productive way. Now, all of us, when we become members, we have paid our membership, and we have been said a lot of things that you will learn and grow. But how do I quantify that learn and growth? At least when I came in, I was so confused as a Toastmaster, because in the very first week, they told me you have to take up roles. I said, roles? Okay, where roles? I thought it was just a meeting where I can go and listen. So, it was a little confusing. Did you all have the same feeling? With a raise of hands, maybe? Yeah. So there are, and these experiences, as I always say, it's the experiences that make you innovate, that make you create or make things better. And that's why what I did was I tried to take the concept of Google Maps. Okay. And that is what new member induction is. Now, Toastmaster Tejashree is totally confused. She's frowning. Well, how does Google Map come into Toastmasters? But hear me out. For that, I'll share my screen now so that you understand what I'm saying. Let me know if you can see my screen.
Yes, we can.
Yes, you can. So why Google Map? What is maps used for? Maps are used for finding your way through self-dependently, without any inhibitions or anything that way, right? So maps help you to steer clear to your destination from where you are, correct? So here's what I would see. This is the pathway for any new Toastmaster. Any new Toastmaster coming in, and then suddenly you see everybody talking about these things. And that's exactly has happened to me. What about others? Experience the same thing? Pathways, enroll, get what is role induction. We are having a new member induction. Come on. By the way, now we have contest, nominate yourself. Heard that? When you're just surviving out of the thing of, I am now a Toastmaster, what should I do? Some of us haven't even gone to the site to see, or some of us don't even know that the profile ID is needed. And we start hearing all these experiences, and then we find wonderful orators coming and talking, and then somewhere they say, okay, my mentor helped me out. And you're looking like, okay, my mentor, he's probably in USA. How do I talk to him about Toastmasters? He doesn't know about Toastmasters. So those kind of feelings, believe me, it's there in all of us. And hence, in this jungle of opportunities, help, motivation, education, we have to find our way out. And what better way than to do it yourself, to become self-dependent, because then you don't have to wait for someone, or you don't have to encroach on anybody else's time to get your path through this development. Agreed? That is the intent of this new members induction framework. Now I will try to show you how do I hide this thing.
What do you want to hide?
This, okay, you are finding it. I am seeing something else. That's okay. So I was seeing the bar. I couldn't see my whole screen together. Yes. So that is the whole intent of new members induction framework. Now, new member induction framework, it consists of the various stages. It's not new member exactly, it's member induction framework, the various stages that we need to become aware about. When a new member joins, it's like anywhere else, onboarding at a workplace, you are married, you are onboarding to a new family. I think we all should get this induction framework, you know. When you onboard as a, say, new daughter-in-law or a new son-in-law, what are the guidelines? If that is available to you, I think nothing like it, right? Or if you are becoming the newest girlfriend of someone, what are those guidelines that goes through it? It would be good to have that, right? So any onboarding, there should be the basics of what is your identity or what is that Toastmasters ID. Where do you go and find out all the details about this Toastmasters? For example, just like we saw just now, Madhulika said that go to the Toastmasters site, you have your ID, you have got your credentials, and then start looking there. What is the next step? So on and so forth. So this is the first stage of onboarding as a Toastmaster. The second stage of onboarding is actually knowing what needs to be done and how things need to be done. All right. Now, the next step is development. So to develop, you need to enroll into the education program, or you need to take help of the education program. What is the education program? You don't know about it. So somebody should be telling you about it. Ideally, the vice president educations should be telling you about it. Now, that person, suppose if you have 5 new members in a week, it would be too overwhelming probably for the vice president education to tell each one of you what to do and how to do. And that's why we have the mechanism of giving or sharing individual club mentors, right? Who are individual mentors who will help you onboard yourself. So that onboarding details is the next stage of this framework. The third stage is actually what you should be doing to develop. Now you have pathways enrolled or not. How many of you have not enrolled in pathways yet? Okay, Tejashree, Arnika, Kiran, Puneet, Tanushri. Tanushri is also clapping that she has not enrolled. Jokes apart, it is very crucial that you all enroll in pathways. You all have paid for that education program. Hence, you need to enroll there. That is just like any other training framework that you have. And all these people who have raised their hands, how many of you all have completed your pathways, your first icebreaker speech without enrolling to pathways? So see, you have already gone onto a project and you don't know what to do there. Now, these are the reasons why this framework will help us. And the reason for this training today is not only to share this framework to y'all, but to also make y'all aware that when you go back to your club, you become brand ambassadors to this onboarding. It shouldn't be just your vice president educations or your club presidents. It should be any existing member. You should know that anywhere you go, you need to be onboarded correctly. Then only the journey is smooth. If you don't know how the family guidelines are, or if you don't know what to do in the usual thing in a new family, you are bound to be, feeling awkward at many times. Right? Same goes for your corporate life. Same goes for your Toastmasters life. So that's the reason these are the different steps that every member should go through. There's an advanced membership step also. Now, after you have been inducted as a member, which means You're already on your pathway. You're already going through your projects. You know the criticalities of the roles in a meeting. You are taking roles. You are catering to the peer-to-peer learning framework in your club meetings. What next? You can still learn further. You can go out of a club to learn further. You can learn more about collaboration. You can learn more about event management. You can learn more about time management, leadership. And that's what is the advanced membership induction, where you learn about the various executive committee roles you can take, the various event roles that you can take as a program chair, as an MOC, as a contest chair, as a chief judge, so on and so forth. So these are the different stages in a life of Toastmasters. The end state is you continue learning, but you also have a parallel track where you're giving back to the society as an individual mentor, as a club coach, as a club mentor. That's also part of the advanced stage. Till now, is this framework idea relatable? Do you think it is useful? Raise of hands. And you feel that we should go ahead in this? I think we can ask the host to allow people to unmute themselves. They can speak during this session. It's an interactive session that I want to have, along with videos. Yes, so it's good to go ahead with this induction framework.
Yes.
Yes.
Fair enough. The next step. So here we have spoken about what the framework is and how it can be structured. But what's the tool that will bring about this framework? It's just like goals. How many of you work in companies and you have yearly goals? You do, right? And how many times you have had long discussions during your appraisals where you don't agree to the goals measures and your manager is talking in another language? Have that feeling? Yeah. So you say that I was very good at this and he or she says that I think you did okay. Yeah. What's the problem there? What do you think is the problem in that perception?
Documentation. Once
What about documentation?
goal did not define the way it should be.
I always believe you should never have emotions in your targets. You should have numbers or data. So we did not quantify or define the tools with which we will measure the numbers. So in a goal, what is good? Good is 78% of something. Commendable or better is probably 80%. And stupendous or super is probably 90% and above. If you quantify goals like that, when you're sitting down to do those things, verification of what you achieve, you just need to quantify that. Look, my target was 78, I got 79. So I am in the second bracket. I'm over and above the target. So in any framework definition, any induction, how would you know how you're proceeding in a Toastmaster? The tools or the quantifier is there to help you. So the tool that should help you to go through this framework is also the major part of this session, right? And what is that tool? It's not a very complicated thing. Though I'm from the IT industry, I love creating good applications, but no, here it's not anything such complicated. It's a simple workbook or an Excel worksheet. Now, remember, what is onboarding? What is onboarding? Can somebody tell me? Define what is onboarding.
bringing people up to speed as to what is going on. It's like welcoming a person into the house and giving them an orientation as to what they have to do, where they have to go, and keeping them in the right direction, channelizing them. That is.
Bingo to that. Thank you, Sergeant at Arms. You're just doing as a Sergeant at Arms should be doing, leading in the right direction. Good job, Daria. Yes, it does mean to help a person know why, what, how, and when. That's it. So all this tool does is just as simple as this. Now, let me know if you all are able to see the whole content.
Yes.
Readable?
Yeah.
Readable? Both the
Yeah.
pages are readable? Yeah?
Yeah.
Yes. So now remember, this particular worksheet is available to all of you along with this presentation to help any member anytime. Nice question, Mohit. I'm just answering that. So let me ask, where do you think this Excel sheet is there? I've already said it is available to all of you.
Toastmasters portal.
And they don't allow us to upload district specific things in Toastmasters. Second guess. One hint, you see your VPPR trainer, Archana, she is keenly seeing all of you to know whether you all are giving the right. Who is giving this answer? Hold on. Where's the chat? Let me open the chat. Vimal Soni, can we see you? Vice President membership, Vimal Soni. Can he be spotlighted? So yes, thank you, Vimal. It shows that you are an eager District 125 Toastmasters, and your webmaster Archana is elated that at least you gave the right answer. Yes, team, it is available in your district's website. All training materials, all trainings that have happened, recordings, all the resources that you need for anything, XCOM roles, contests, everything is there in District 125 website. How many of you all have visited the District 125 website? Raise of hands. Okay. District officers, if you have not, I will be going personally to your houses and speaking to you all. So don't raise your hands. Okay. I'm fine with that. This is a voluntary organization. You have your self-paced learning. How many of you are enthusiastic that you will look into the website after this session immediately, or you all are already doing it? Yes, Vice President membership, Kiran, though you are eagerly doing it now, don't multitask. You may miss out certain important things that we are discussing here. But yes, please go into the District 125 website. If you need any guidance, you can connect to your area director, your division directors, anyone, so on and so forth. Yeah. Now, this Excel sheet, as I said, would help you with the tool of your induction, which means it will tell you what to do, why to do, when to do, who can help you to do it, and how you should be doing it. Okay. So if you see, it is just a step-by-step process. So the first step that is there is what Toastmaster Madhulika also spoke about. Going to the Toastmasters International site and seeing whether your Toastmaster ID password is working or not. If you have not received your ID, please look into the junk mail of your registered email address. It may be there. You might be getting it from there. Even then, if you don't get it, please connect to your VP membership and Vice President education together. Yeah, because both of them are responsible to enable you with this ID. Okay. So now, first going to the website, what would you do with it is also written here. Hold on, let me multitask now. Yes. So when and what time it should be done, by what time you should be completing this activity. It should be done within 1 week of the time that you have paid your membership. Periodicity, it's a one-time activity where you go and check your ID. Who is responsible of doing it? A member himself or herself is responsible for doing it. And who should be informed or consulted? It is always VP membership or Vice President education. So then the second step, what is the second step? The second step is membership induction and objectives. If you are new to the club, make sure you ask for this. So all these steps are written here. You need to ask about the membership induction. When is the session? When is the next session? A club is expected to do a new members induction periodically at least a month in order to onboard the new members, okay, or in order to make them introduce them to the club family of existing members. Okay, so look for this. And this particular reckoner is not, though it is for the member, it's their induction, but it also helps all club officers to be aware, you know, what needs to be done now. Okay, if you see in the reckoner, we should be doing this, doing that, so on and so forth, right? So this particular reckoner has got everything. What you should be doing, when you should be doing, and how you should be doing. I will not review the reckoner here because it is a self-descriptive Excel sheet. I will request all of you, each of you, to go through it because you become the brand ambassadors to your club members around. And any questions, please do get back to your area director, your Vice President education, or me. Yeah. First, it's Vice President education. Then if you don't get an answer there, your Vice President education will go to area directors and then it can come to me. Yes. Or anyone, any of your mentors, mentees, just wherever you get the information. Okay. So now another aspect that you have to understand in this Excel sheet, I have also provided certain links. Now, those links are very critical and useful links. For example, this is a pathways enrollment link. What does it do? It is a training that is linked here. So if you open it, you'll know what to do, why enrollment is required, how to do it, what to do, so on and so forth. So this is the self-sufficiency of this tool. You don't need to wait for anyone to come and tell you how to do it. You'll find it here. One thing, remember, in Toastmasters or even in life, when you are reusing or using somebody else's good practices or somebody else's creations, it's always very integral to, you know, appreciate and acknowledge that person. So here I have used many other another district, in fact, specifically District 80's pathways tutorial. They have an exhaustive material in a single HTML page. All the paths are there. All the evaluation sheets are there. All you need to go is go to that site and it's very easily maneuverable. So I acknowledge.
Madam PQD,
Yes.
there is a Microsoft Excel security notice window.
I know. I'm not opening to that. I see that. I'm not
okay.
on that. I'm just telling them that if you do that, it goes there. I don't want to open that. I want them to look into this. If I give them all the surprises, then The fun is over. Yeah. For your benefit, I have removed that now. So that's why I have given and I have acknowledged the accreditations here. And I would request, it's a kind of best practice in Toastmasters, that whenever you have the opportunity of reusing or using somebody else's created best practices, do acknowledge and accredit that person. So going back there, this particular pathways overview, if you see this particular section, go through it. And believe me, you will be then pinging me or your VP education and uploading the kind of site that this has been created as. Okay. I see some hands raised. If they are for questions, I will definitely take them up. Or if they're not for questions, I would want you all to lower your hands. So go through this, all the required artifacts I've given here. They may have Toastmasters International links. Now, one disclaimer that I would like to give, if somewhere you're going and you're not finding the link going to a relevant place, please do let me or the area director know that this is happening, because what has happened is Toastmasters International has done some revamps to the structure of their sites, right? So some of the links may not be at the right place. As of now, when I checked, it was, but they keep on changing every day. So maybe when you are checking, you will find something different. Do let us know, because we need to update it and put it in that website back again. Okay, now I'll now open. How much time do I have left, distinguished Toastmaster Robin?
Approximately 25 minutes.
25 minutes. So what I want you all to do, I saw some of you have not yet enrolled in Pathways. Now, you don't need to enroll in Pathways now, but how many of you all know how to enroll in Pathways? Can somebody tell me what needs to be done to enroll in Pathways? Huh? No one?
So there are two options. Like one, you have to answer a questionnaire and then see where you are. It can give you an auto orientation again here to which pathway suits you best and where you are wanting to develop yourself into what areas and aspects. Apart from that, what areas interest you, you can go through each and every pathway and then see whichever one suits you, you can do it. If you're if you have some clarity on what you are wanting to do and why you joined Toastmasters, this can help you enhance that journey.
Perfect.
So you can go. Yeah.
Thank you, Toastmaster Daria. And yes, so it's in the pathways section. You have to go there. They have a survey for the newest Toastmasters. If you don't know what pathways are and so forth, you just need to take the survey. They'll see your interest, what interests you have in your personal development. And based on that interest, through data analytics, they'll propose the best 3 paths that you can take. You can either take one of them that is proposed, or you can pick others also. Okay. But enrollment is something that you as Toastmaster, not just executive committee members, should be doing it immediately within like 10 to 15 days. So, and as leaders, as senior members, as brand ambassadors of today's framework, you should be ensuring that your new Toastmaster family members have also gone through their site for their IDs and done this pathways enrollment. Because remember, you all have paid for these pathways. You should make use of the benefits of this education framework, along with the peer-to-peer framework that you get in your club meetings, right? I'll open this forum now for questions, because Toastmasters Induction, the tool is this. It's not rocket science. So if you ask me, the session is about Toastmasters Induction. What I had to share, I have shared. Now I am waiting for experiences and questions. So open for questions. You may raise your hand. I see Vice President membership. I cannot. Robin, can you help me with the raise of hands?
No, madam, actually, I had reacted before for something.
Okay.
Okay, we have VPPR Akanksha from TMCP. Do you have any question, Akanksha?
Hello all. Actually, it was an amazing session. I have raised hand for before. Thank you. I don't have any question.
Okay. Yeah, that was an historical raise of hands, Swapnil. So it's okay. Any questions anyone has? Any thoughts on this framework?
This is very useful, ma'am. I'm going to share this and use it extensively. I've been looking for everything at one place, and especially the district 81. I'm going to explore that because I have to take a couple of, I have people who want to select pathways and I want to help them. So that helps. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. So here's my question to you all. Now, even if you have enrolled in pathways, how many of you, which do you prefer? You give the speech and then you add the evaluation sheet to the archive, or you go through the project completely and then you give the speech as a report to that project? Option one, how many
So
of you?
I personally like to go through the entire project first. I mean, because that's the right way to do it, actually. First, you go through your entire project. You see what is required to complete the project, what tasks are involved to complete the project. Everything is written there. Sometimes there are some video resources also to help you out. There are some evaluations to help you out to complete your project. It's always necessary to go through your project first before you deliver your speech.
Thanks, distinguished Toastmaster Robin. Yes, Toastmaster Swati, you were saying something also.
No, ma'am, the same thing that was mentioned right now.
Okay.
Nothing.
So, yes, Toastmaster Priya, you were saying something.
Yeah, so I also want to go for that option too, because it will help us to estimate our time. Means if we go all the pathways, so we can decide, means each and every level how much time we have to, each and every time how much we have to means how much time it will require, and in which time we have to complete this each level. And also yes.
Thanks, Toastmaster Priya. So yes, thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Robin. It's not an option, team. That is the way you have to use pathways. Every project is something that helps you develop. Every level in pathways has been strategically and fundamentally researched and created to improve your skills. Where you have some core skills or the base skills, then you have some specialized skills, and then you have the mastery in those specialized skills. That's about each of those paths. That's the whole training structure. So you should, and I request, you must go through each of those projects, complete the project. Next. In this project, it helps you to self-assess yourself, not just project objectives. It will give you an option that before you complete the project, what is your confidence level? Then once you go through the project and post going through the project, what is expected is you share a report. And that report is nothing but the planned speech on that particular objective. That is the essence of pathways projects. and speeches in your clubs, planned speeches. Once you do that speech, you should come back to the project and do the after project analysis and see how far you have gone. Because remember, it's your self-development. It's self-paced, but it's your self-development. If you don't make use of it, nobody is coming here and pointing fingers at you. No, nobody will do that. In Toastmasters, it's a voluntary thing. You take your time to develop yourself, but don't refrain or don't, deject yourself from these efficient tools. So make use of the project, complete the after assessment. And you probably don't do that. You can record your evaluations or archive your evaluations in the site, so that once you have completed a pathways, when you're going to a second pathway, probably you can always go back and see how you were. You will see how you have grown. It will make you feel good. Maybe the evaluation sheet of your icebreaker and then your evaluation sheet in your HPL project, which is a level 4 project. Make use of the pathways module. That is a continuous induction that a Toastmaster should do to himself or herself. And remember, any activity, any role you're taking in Toastmasters, believe me, it is there to help you in one of your soft skills or core skills. It can be time management, it can be active listening, it can be perception management, it can be feedback, it can be reporting, secretary, minutes of the meeting writing. How an effectively written 1 minute recap of a previous meeting is looked forward by the CXOs, because they don't have much time. So in the 2 minutes, whatever they hear and grasp, they are happy to hear that. So that's what Toastmasters help you as secretary when you're creating the minutes of the meeting of the thing. So remember, every role that you take up, be it in the club meeting, be it in your executive committee, be it in district leadership, be it in extended out of the club activities, contests and all that, they all have something for you. Giving educational programs, giving educational sessions. Why am I giving this session to you? This could have been given by anyone, because many of my district leaders have gone through it. But why did I decide to do it? What's in it for me? I always ask this question. Well, it helps me prepare and improve my training skills interactively. Because every time the audience differs, every time there is a different perspective. So the more you practice, the more you learn, right? That's about peer-to-peer learning. And that's exactly what I'm doing here. So remember, go through pathways, get your membership induction done. How many of you have ever given a feedback other than in MOT? Have you ever been asked to give members feedback? Vice President Educations, club presidents, any thoughts there? See, this is what you'll find if you go through the websites of District 125 through this induction framework. Every member is having the option of choosing the members' feedback form, which is available in Toastmasters International. And the club can make use of this to periodically gauge the spirit in the club. They don't need to wait for MOT. This is a simple form that can be shared out. Yes, Toastmaster Madhulika.
So in karate, I belong to karate Toastmaster. So after every meeting, at end of the meeting, team gives a feedback form on how it goes, has it been started on time or not, the time utilization was properly held or not. So and the quality of speaker also they ask in Karate Toastmaster, at least I know.
Thank you, Toastmaster Madhulika. You'll be surprised to know that I am beaming now. There is a personal reason for it, because I'm sure Toastmaster Swapnil, Toastmaster Archana, if she's there, they are also beaming. Because yes, there are some clubs where we do have these practices, and that should be imbibed in other clubs too. I am beaming because I am also a member of that club. So I will be acknowledging that. Toastmaster Swapnil, thank you for enabling that and continuing that enablement. Yeah. So do that. There is a members induction, there's a members feedback form. Make use of it, because at the end, we are here to make use of the peer-to-peer framework, right? And as Vice President Education, Vice President Membership, Club President, Secretary, so on and so forth, it is our job to ensure that the members also see the benefit in Toastmasters like we are. And that's why we have nominated ourselves. That is the whole intent of all these induction frameworks, all these help. And the only endeavor of all district leaders is to enable each and every member of the district. So the more we can do it, the better we have the opportunity to grow. Because at the end, district officers, club officers, we are all Toastmasters. We are all members of a club. And we have all paid membership to gain from this Toastmasters, right? Okay, any other questions? If not, I would want to recap a few key requests or guidelines that I would like to share with this team. First and foremost, Mohit, even if this recording is not available, there's a recording of the first membership induction framework training already available in your website. Okay, so that brings to my first expectation or request to all of you. You are going to be the brand ambassadors to any Toastmaster you meet of District 125 to ensure that that member has also gone through the District 125 website. Deal? A show of hands? Yeah. Okay. Second expectation, you please go through the site and find out these, at least this reckoner, look at it, download it, and read through it. Inside this reckoner, third expectation, see where you are and which task you have missed out. Because in this reckoner, I have given the benefit of managing your own status as to how much you have completed, what have you missed out. So I have left this for you also. So you can gauge how well inducted are you, and you can plan accordingly. So please go download this and read through the material. Third, most critical, ensure everyone in your club is pathways enrolled. But as they say in the aircraft, during emergency, first put the oxygen mask to yourself. So first enroll yourself and then ensure others are enrolled. Okay. That's the, how many expectations did I share till now?
3.
Okay. Thank you, Dipali. Please don't sleep off. I know it is already 13:07, but I hope this training is helping you all out. That's my intent here. The fourth And the foremost thing, when you go to the district website, there are various corners for each of the offices. Spend time at least half an hour every week, twice. So that means 1 hour every week to go through this website. First District 125 website, then the Toastmasters International website. Invest that 1 hour and I can assure you, you'll learn more and you'll be a more confident Toastmaster. And it can be your stress reducer. When you are at work and you're really bored that, okay, I'm unable to fix this bug in the PLM tool, you can just go into the site and just take a look at this induction framework. Or you are a doctor, you are having really bad diagnosis days. Just switch off, open your phone, go to this District 125 website and read through. Go through the trainings. Yeah. Or you are very mad with a club meeting. It was really bad. Make sure you download the members feedback form and you shared it to your excom. To do that. See, walk the talk. If you have to help people make use of these, you start using it and let them know that it is as easy as this. Because for a person, whenever something is new, they feel, okay, it's going to be complicated. It's going to be too cumbersome. And that's why they cringe back. But the moment they see you using it in just a jiffy, they'll also start using it. I know Vice President Educations and club presidents will be killing me for this because I'm telling the member to keep on sharing feedback as and when they want. But well, it's an open forum. The more feedback you receive, the more you improve. So why not? Right? So these are a few guidelines. Last guideline. We have many trainings that we have done, be it club mentoring, be it mentors, sponsors, be it pathways. All the trainings are available, recorded in our YouTube handle of District 125. And the links are again there in your one place, your Google map, which is District 125 website. Go there, go through those trainings and encourage. As I said, this team, we have 54 of y'all now. You are the brand ambassadors of the district website and this reckoner. And I'm so glad that I have some very enthusiastic brand ambassadors who have already gone into the tool and started looking into it. Yes, Toastmaster Daria, you had a question.
Yes, ma'am. I was trying to just find where this tool of the Ready Reckoner is. If you can just
I'll do that. So that is a very good point. Let me go there. Hold on. Now, okay. I will share from this part. Hold on. Is Toastmaster Archana here?
Yes, Sanjukta, I'm here. Yeah.
Webmaster, would you open our District 125 website and share the
Yes.
screen?
Yes.
And I would like to acknowledge amongst all these 54 brand ambassadors that this one person has spent timeless nights to prepare this for you. Believe me, she had not eaten many dinners just reviewing this throughout. Her daughter has come up and said, I am hungry, give me food, and yet she was doing this. So she has put her life's effort to give you this website, and a round of applause to Toastmaster Archana for that.
Thank you so much, Sanjukta. I probably will cry.
No, you will not, because now they have promised. You have 54 brand ambassadors who have promised they will ensure that everyone in District 125 opens your website and sees. So Archana, if you would go to the PQD corner, yeah. And they wanted to see the membership induction framework. The first one. Yes. So Toastmaster Daria, this is where you'll find it. If you see that small cloud box, that has the Excel sheet or the tool. Yeah. And the presentation is down below. And if you find Google Sheet a little inconvenient to use, please, one of your area directors, I would request to please share this Excel sheet in the VP Education, VP Membership and Club Presidents group. Can somebody take that as an action point? Toastmaster Swapnil or Distinguished Toastmaster Robin, someone from you can do that?
Yes, we'll share.
Perfect. So thank you, Archana. Just go back. So now we'll just take you through, since we have some time, I have about 5 minutes. Let's just take you through the various sections. So now the way to go is you pick up a corner and then you come to this individual office corner. Now we have given some salient features on the left-hand side, which we feel are critical so that you don't have to hunt into the sites. You can just click on them and go there. However, on the right-hand side, you have all the menus, which have again been segregated accordingly. So here also you will be able to go to the required facts, FAQs that you want to go. For example, if you go to Pathways Tools, Archana, if you can, yes. The last one, Archana, the last one, Pathways Tools. Down, yes. So here, if you see, new members Pathways One View Guide credits of Karen Story. So this is the site that I remember Madhulika or someone was seeing that I will definitely go in and look into this. So this is where you need to go and it will open. Yeah, so it's as easy as that. See, this is that one-stop shop for Pathways. Do make use of this. So this is what your district website is. Similarly, if we go to CGD corner, you will get CGD specific things there. Yeah. So this is what your site has for you, and believe me, it's just, I can say it single-handedly that this is one place which will enable you to develop yourself without any intervention from anyone. But only thing, it would need one intervention and one dedication with integrity to yourself, is to spare that 1 hour every week for development through this site.
And can you please share that Toastmaster International
website?
Yeah.
Okay. We can always share that. I think someone in the chat will immediately do that.
And you mentioned that every week we have to spend 1 hour. So what are the things we need to go there in international website? Yeah.
Okay, I am not, okay, let me be again a little correct. I don't want you all to go there. I only advise you all to go there to improve yourself.
Yeah.
So you pick up a week what you want to do. So for example, first you would want to learn about, say, Pathways. So then click on this Pathways program during that week only.
Yeah.
The site that she opened. Or maybe you want to, I would say, contests are coming up, right? So maybe start reading the contest rule book or go through the contest related trainings that we have, right? So these are the kind of things. Again, how you should do it, what you should do, can be advised, but it is very individualistic. I cannot do it for in this meeting now because you'll have 53 of y'all. But the only advice is, please speak to your vice president education, your own mentor, or any senior Toastmasters to help prepare your plan. Okay.
Okay. Thank
Make
you.
sense? I think that's all. Thank you, Toastmaster Archana. And you have just now got a promise from 53 odd people that they are going to help another 1,000 go through this site. So that's really a pleasure. Thank you so much for the efforts. And that brings us to the green fan that I can see instead of Robin. And I am still open for questions. And you can remove me from spotlight. I want to see all of you. Thank you. I would love to see the videos now on. How's the Josh? How many of you have finished lunch while I was speaking? No? You don't know how to multitask. Then why did you all switch off your videos? I know
were-
Chinna has
We are
finished.
hungry for Toastmasters.
No, we were cooking, so we switched off.
Okay, cooking. That's also done. So that's part of the thing. It's okay. It's okay. So I'm actually waiting for this session to get over, and I have a cake from ice cream cake from Hoover and Holy.
I have ice cream from Naturals waiting for me. It's not ice cream cake.
I think before we start this, I would like to thank all of you. If you would come on video and share how this session was, how we can improve this, because believe me, this was totally impromptu for me. But I would love to hear how we can make this better in the next session.
Hey, Sanjukta, Sachin Lande here. I had just one query to ask.
Mhm.
Suppose like you walked us through all detailed framework of how online framework is there, how the peer-to-peer in an in-person meeting is there. But when you want to give induction to new member, so shall we walk through like all Excel sheet you given to reference? Shall we do as a like VP education of any club?
So as VP education, there are various aspects of member induction. Member induction is not a one-day thing.
Yes.
Continuous process, right? So the first aspect, I think you already know, right? You have to have that new member induction session.
Okay.
Where you introduce the members, you go through the club mission, you do the needful. And then maybe, yes, you should then tell them that, hey, by the way, there's this framework, there's this tool, new member reckoner, and then you forward this link to them.
Okay.
And then let them. So that is like, it's like even, delegating your task. Now you don't have to individually go and tell them. They'll go through this Excel sheet and will come back to you only when they are confused.
Okay.
Or even the trick of the trade to VP educations, ensure they have their individual mentors within the first week, then your job becomes more easy.
Actually, most of things we do it by a week. So once member is in our club, but this member induction stays long for some time.
Yes. So that's why make it self-oriented, give them that Excel sheet, and then they can go through it. But you need to review it from time to time as Vice President Education, where they are, how much have they completed. I know it is self-paced, but my way of working is you have to have some toll gates. Otherwise, you lose the essence of development. Yeah.
Thank you so much for answering this question and hosting this very excellent session.
Thank you, Sachin. Any other questions? Any other feedback? Okay. If not, distinguished Toastmaster Robin, thank you for giving me this opportunity to share. And we can stop the recording, but I would request all of us to come on video because we have to take a photograph. And the later you come on video, the more delayed we are at lunch.
Yes,
Just trying to get
clicking.
them on video soon enough.
In the cake.
So while you all are coming on video, I'll quickly rush to the door. Somebody's at the door. So to distinguished Toastmaster Abhin, I'll be back soon.
I clicked.
No, you don't click. They have still not come on video. They have to all
Okay,
come
okay.
on video. Yeah.
Okay. Come on, everyone. Please turn on your video. Show me your wonderful, beautiful and handsome faces. Let me get some complex.
You can stop the recording before that.
Okay.